Multiplication by partitioning. You need to split the multiplication to make it easier. Let's work on 38 times 5. So what we can do for this one is we can actually split our 38 up into tens and units. Remember, from when you do adding and subtracting, it's always good practice to write our place value on top. So let's look at our tens first. So we can split, so make it into parts. We can do 30 times 5, and we can also do 8 times 5. We should, at this stage, already know how to do this. Okay, so remember 3 tens times 5. So let's go for our understanding at the top. So this is exactly the same as 3 times 10. Remember from the previous example, we can do multiplications in any order. So I'm going to do the 3 times 5 first, which makes me 15, but then times it by the 10, which gets me to 150. At the bottom one, we should already know that 8 times 5 is 40. Now we split it up into parts, we have to put it back together. So I'm actually working out 150 add 40. Remember when we're doing this, hundreds, tens, units, tens, units. Let's put it in our column, 150 times add 40. Add our units first, you start from the right hand side, then our tens, then our hundreds. So the answer to 38 times 5 equals 190. Let's have a go at another one together. So we're doing 48 times 2. Remember, 48. Let's split that up. So we've got 40 times 2 and 8 times 2. When we're working out 40 times 2, remember 40 is the same as 4 times 10, because it's 4 tens. So we can do that in any order. So I do the 4 times 2 is 8, then times it by 10 is 80. As you know that 8 times 2 is 16. So now I've got to add those bits up together. So 80, add 16. Think about putting it in our columns. Add my units, add my tens. So the answer to 48 times 2 is 96. There are now 2 questions on the board. The one on the left hand side takes you through how to do partitioning. The one on the right hand side, see if you can do the working out yourself. Pause the video now. Right, so 47 times 5. The first thing that I'm doing is I split it up into 40 and 7. So I know that 40 times 5, well, I do my 4 times 5 first, which is 20. Then times it by the other 10 is 200. 7 times 5 is 35. Can you see, to help me work this one out easier for my adding, I ensure that it's under my place value. So I'm doing 200, add 35, add my units, my tens, my hundreds. So the answer to 47 times 5 is 235. Let's go through the one on the other side of the board, splitting it up. 30 times 4 and 6 times 4. 30 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, but then I need to times it by a 10. 6 times 4 is 24. Remember, yet again, I've kept it in my place value. Add my units, add my tens, add my hundreds. 36 times 4 is 144.